Is there more I could have said? Now they're only pictures in my head. That's why my green is feeling gray. Sometimes even frogs have rainy days. Remember when the stage caved in while you were rocking out? Who'd have thought your smorgasbord would be hard to live without? If we could do it all again.
What is up, my dudes? We're back again with another video. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. I wanted to make a video without a face cam and just talking with you guys, I guess. This is sort of like a podcast about a topic that I wanted to discuss today, and that topic would be about the All-Star Game and who selects who goes to the All-Star Game. So, should it be the fans or should it be the players? Because, I mean, the players do play with each other. I mean, seems kind of obvious, but they're the ones who get to see, they get to face off against the All-Stars, and if they get to choose, then that would make it much more interesting. It would be based on stats and who's the best rather than based on opinions and biasness of fans, as we all know. With players who, year after year, don't get picked to go to the All-Star Game, which they absolutely deserve to be getting the recognition they deserve because they have, their work and dedication to become the great athletes they are today pays off when you become an All-Star. Because, you hit the show. That's a great accomplishment, but you want to be the best of the best. Well, that's what the All-Star Game means to a lot of these players. And one of many, including JD Martinez, who's only been to the All-Star Game once. And yes, he wasn't the 40-plus home run guy he was last year. He spoke out about the ongoing topic, who feels that players rather than fans should be voting for who they think is the best based off of stats and who they play with on a regular basis, rather than the fans choosing their favorite players. JD noticed that things can be biased, saying that, quote, "It's more of a popularity contest than it is about performance," close quote. Is this true? Think about yourself and who you vote for when an All-Star election comes up on the MLB app feed. Who stands out to you? Mike Trout? He definitely stands out to me. Your favorite team's players, maybe? I mean, if so, that's completely fine. There's no one who's going to call you out for voting for who you think should deserve to go there, whether or not that's actually who should be going. And let's face it, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because think about it. You already can't vote for the pitchers, and the players in the starting lineup can sometimes be stacked by the team who is the bandwagon team, shall we call it, at the time. I mean, remember back in 2015 when the Royals could have had 8 starters on the All-Star team? It was absolutely absurd. I mean, if the Royals are your favorite team, good for you, whatever floats your boat. But I mean, come on. Even a Royals fan would get bored of watching their whole team basically play against a National League, am I right? I'm not going to rant about this, but obviously out of those 8, there were a few deserving, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not going to say all 8 should have gone, but I'd say out of the 8, maybe 3 should have made it. But that's not the point. I'm not going to try and just hit one side of the argument. I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. I'm going to try and hit both sides of the argument. I'm going to say for a minute, why shouldn't the fans vote for the players? I mean, they are going to be the ones to watch the televised game someday in the middle of June, so what's it about? The fans or the players? Player satisfaction should come first, considering they are the workers, so to speak. It's a tough call, whatever side you're on, but I think that, the All-Star Game is going to be the All-Star Game. No one's going to stop watching it because the fans or the players are voting on it. So I'm going to watch it no matter what, because usually I get too lazy to vote most of the time, because you can vote like 35 times. I usually just vote like twice. But I think that the players should vote, because I think that players who are deserving, like Nick Markakis, for example, he has not made the All-Star team once. And if you're like at all knowing about what Nick Markakis has done in his career, he's had over 2,000 hits. He is like one of the few players to have over 2,000 hits and not be in the All-Star Game at all. He is well deserving this year. He has been most of his career, but this year he's even more deserving. I mean, his stats are absolutely absurd. He's hitting over 300 by like a mile. I mean, his power, he's got like 7 home runs, but there are plenty of other people who don't make the All-Star team when they should have, or players who don't deserve to go there go. It's an ongoing cycle. So here's Nick Markakis' stats. That is really good. I mean, just look at his stats. Look at that. 2,131 hits. He hasn't made the All-Star team. He's got a ton of home runs in his career. I mean, he's not a power hitter, but that's a ton for a guy who's not a power hitter. And his career average is 289. His best year that he didn't make the All-Star ballot was 2008, I think. 20 home runs, 87 RBIs, 306 average, 406 on-base percentage. I mean, that's That's absolutely absurd for a guy who's never made the All-Star team. He's 34 years old. He should make the All-Star team. Come on, people. Stuff the ballot for Nick Markakis. Let's look at JD Martinez's stats. How could this guy not make the All-Star game? Here's the reason why. Shohei Ohtani and Nelson Cruz. With Shohei Ohtani being as hyped as he is right now, there's absolutely no way that he's not going to make the All-Star team just because of the hype around him. I'm not saying that Shohei Ohtani's a bad player because he is absolutely deserving to go to the All-Star game, but so is JD Martinez, and he's listed as a DH on the All-Star game ballot, which doesn't make any sense because he plays outfield too. So, I mean, I think he can make the outfield if he really, if he was on the ballot as an outfielder, but I don't understand how JD Martinez could make the All-Star game, but as maybe he'll make it as a reserve, but with Shohei Ohtani, he'll probably make the All-Star game, but maybe it's just as a pitcher. So, you guys let me know, is Shohei Ohtani going to make the All-Star team? And if he does, is he going to be a DH? Is he just going to be a pitcher? Is he going to do both? Or is JD Martinez going to make it? Shohei doesn't. So let me know what you guys think. And thank you guys for stopping by today. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, slap a like, subscribe, and just like I said, if you think what your opinion is on this topic, and if you like fans voting for the All-Star game, or if you want players voting for the All-Star game. Alright, thanks again. See you guys in the next video. Later.
I gotta ask, do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan, and I was thinking I could fly to your hotel.